Welcome to Work Beyond the Fourth Wall. In this episode, we're painting up the prophet of Gork and Mork, Ghazkull Thraka. We're going to start by lightly dry brushing the model with Mechanica Standard Gray. Now we're going to use Iron Hand Steel. Next, we're going to use Wog Flesh. Next, we're going to use Averland Sunset to paint the cable casings. We're going to use Screaming Bell to paint various parts of his armor. Now, using Mephiston Red, we're going to paint the teeth on his armor. Now, using Xandri Dust, we're going to base coat the horns and the skull on this model. Using Warpstone Glow, we're going to highlight the flesh on this model. Using Wazdaka Red, we're going to paint the inside of his mouth. Using Thorax White, we're going to paint some checkers on his armor and some of the glyphs. Using Black Legion, we're going to clean up some of the checkers on his armor. Using Screaming Skull, we're going to lightly dry brush the skull and the horns on this model. Using Wordbearer's Red, we're going to paint some of the glyphs on this model. Using Wraithbone, we're going to give the skull on this model one last highlight. Now, using Shut Copper, we're going to paint some of the banding and cables on this model. Using Dawnstone, we're going to highlight portions of the armor painted black. Now we're going to base the model using Gale Force 9's Fine Basing Grit. Now we're going to paint the base with Steel Legion Drab. Using Xandri Dust, we're going to give a heavy dry brush to the base. Now, using Flayed One Flesh, we'll give a light dry brush to the base. Now we're going to add some of Army Painter's Frozen Grass Tufts to the base. And with that, Ghazkull Thraka is ready to log across the stars once again.